How's it going, everybody, and welcome to my new Let's Play, the first of 2023, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It has been quite a while since I last stepped foot in the Alola region and played a mainline Pokemon game at that. And, well, it's finally time to continue the mainline Pokemon adventures, being a different alternative take on the adventures we had many years ago in Pokemon Sun and Moon. This is probably the more definitive version, I would have to say, of those games, with a couple of slight story tweaks and a couple of brand new Pokemon introduced within the games. So yeah, it's a pretty cool adventure, and I can't wait to go along on it with you in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. For this adventure, last time, I played Sun predominantly. It's predominantly, I'm stupid. This time, I'm gonna be playing Ultra Moon predominantly. So without any further ado, let's hop in once again to a mainline world of Pokemon. Off to a great start with all those fumbles. Wouldn't be a Let's Play of mine without them. What's that I hear? Is that epic video game music? Almost kind of sounds like boss music, to be honest. Hang on now, give me just a sec. Hey there, good evening. So, the day has finally come, you're moving to Alola. Alola is a region made up of several islands. That could be the reason the region is chock full of nothing but rare Pokemon, yeah. There's no shortage of cool Pokemon out here in Alola either. Such mysterious creatures. You find them all over. In the grass, in the caves, in the sky, and sea. Here in Alola, we love our Pokemon, and we depend on them heaps, too. Some of us even battle with them, if we call ourselves Pokemon trainers. Rockruff, Cutiefly, I'll play with you later, so cool your jets. Alright, I gotta ask you some questions about yourself so I can introduce you to everybody. So, which photo should I use for your trainer passport? Well, the last time I looked in a mirror and it didn't break, I kind of closely resembled this look, so yeah, I'll go with this one. Alright then, I'll let you spell out your name for me. You know, Kukui, I did mention in the intro sequence, which you technically don't see until you've saved the game and rebooted it at least once, that I have done this before with you, twice in fact, but you know, it's an alternative dimension, I guess you can consider, of Alola, so technically I haven't meant you, which is why your voice sounds a little different, but yeah, I'll just go with my traditional naming sequence, at least for the main adventure. So, you go by James? "10-4, good buddy. I'll let everyone out here know you're on your way." James. Yeah, that's a name that hits you like a drop kick right to the head. Woo! Can't wait to see you in person then, cousin. James, come help me with these boxes. anything be more soothing? The first evening spent under Alola's calm moon. I feel like I could stay out here all night. But that's enough of that. Time to unpack all these boxes. Meowth, go get James for me, would you? Not now, Meowth. I'm currently taking a nice nap at like 11 at night. I'm sleeping on top of my covers for some weird reason. In my sneakers and my swim trunks. Oh man, Meowth, now I can't sleep. Dang it. Well, it's finally time for a brand new adventure in the middle of the night. What's up, Meowth? How you doing? That's it? Okay. Well, hey, here's my stuff. It's the new coat rack our mom bought for us. That's cool. Anyway, we have boxes here since I guess we did just move here after all. Pikachu plush. The bed sheets have pincer on it in case you didn't see it or notice it from the overhead shot. Hey, what's this? Hey, it's a book our father gave us. With adventure rules. Open the menu with X. Press Y so we can save our progress. Huh, good to know. Even on a tiny globe like this one, Kanto and Alola seem awfully far apart. Man, the fails just keep happening. It has been quite a while since I recorded. It's an autograph you got from a gym leader in Kanto. They wrote, "Good luck." Well, which one is it? This isn't the Switch, which is conveniently right here for product placement, but it's not like I could press the home menu twice to zoom in. In fact, if I press the home menu, it ends up interrupting the whole frickin' recording, and then I have to end up sitting here for like 12 seconds just so it can unpause and I can unpause it there. But anyway, yeah, the Nintendo Switch. It was basically coming out, actually it had come out, right? Yeah, this game came out in 2017 of November. Yeah, the Switch had already been 8 months old. Yeah, so it's a console we can take outside if we want to, but in this game you can't do that, or rather in any Pokemon games with the Switch you can't, which would be a cool feature, but God, imagine the horrible frame rate nightmare that would be if they implemented that. A Snorlax cushion. They make those in real life. Yeah, we could sleep on that, or we could lay on our Poliwhirl rug, but for now, let's go ahead and let's exit our room. Go help out our mom with some boxes. You were out like a light, weren't you? You ought to be full of energy by now. And just look, it's already night here. It's completely the opposite of Kanto. But then, we are so far away here in Alola. So James, are you excited to meet some Alolan Pokemon? I guess, you know, Mom, it feels like I've done this before. Oh, you. Someday you're going to have a little wonder in your life. We're living in the Alola region now. The beautiful islands everyone wants to visit. I'm sure the Pokemon living in a place like this must be friendly, right? It might not be a bad idea to go out and see for yourself just how friendly Pokemon here are. Right, James? Go and get ready for a bit of exploring. Your bag and hat and things should be hanging on your coat stand in your room. And didn't you leave your copy of your adventure rules on your desk too? Jeez, Mom, I already went over this stuff when I was in my room 2 seconds ago. It wouldn't let me grab my stuff, it just said that it was there. Gosh. Now you look ready for anything. Oh, but even so, James, try to be careful walking through the tall grass. Still, I have to admit that I'd love to have a new Pokémon around. Why don't you head up toward Iki Town and see what you discover in Alola? Alright, Meowth, I guess you're my dad, because, you're the only other thing that lives in this house besides me and Mom, and it said Dad left adventure rules. But anyway, let's not get into that weird oddity. Let's just exit our house and start exploring the vast, tropical Alola region, which is quite more vibrant in this game, actually. This game features a lot more bush and scenery compared to the other Sun and Moon games. Watch it, cuz. It's dangerous to get close to a Pokémon while it's using one of its moves. Alright, well, I guess we can't go this way, but yeah, compared to Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon are more flowery, as you can kind of tell here at the entrance to our house. And yeah, it's quite the difference. You can actually see it a little bit more right here as well, going along this pathway. You can go with me if you dash with me. What do you think of my song? It sucks, I hate it, but you did have a good tip. Alright, we're on Route 1 now, we can't do anything over there. And I know that big old body anywhere. The power of science is amazing. You can enjoy a festival with people from around the world without taking a step. Every day is a festival when you can do that. He got more southern as I went on with it, but enough of that. Okay, let's just go into the tall grass and surely nothing wrong could happen. Hey there, cousin! Hang on, I know you. You're James, right? You okay? I saw you get attacked like that. I was scared spitless. I wasn't really scared, but I have to admit, I did get a bit of help. Looks like you did, though I sure didn't expect that. Yeah. I didn't think these little fellows would dash out on their own to help save a stranger. But I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. Welcome to Alola, the Pokémon Paradise. That's what I'm supposed to be saying. I'm Kukui, yeah, the Pokémon Professor. People and Pokémon live and work together here in Alola, too. Don't you ever forget. You can go anywhere, yeah, as long as you got Pokémon in your corner. Wild Pokémon can be lurking in the tall grass, yeah? So just waiting to leap out and bite ya. But you'll be fine if you've got a partner of your own. Hey there! Let me introduce you to the Pokémon that helped you out just now. This is the Grass-type Pokémon Rowlet. And the Fire-type Pokémon Litten. And the Water-type Pokémon Poplio. You see, the fact of the matter is, one of these Pokémon will become your first partner. Hello! Maybe that's why they wanted to save you? Go on and choose the one you'd like to keep as your partner, cousin. Why don't you go ahead and choose the one you'd like to keep as your partner, cousin? So, Thankfully, they made a great change. One of the great changes they made between Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon is that you can pick your starter Pokemon pretty early on. So this time, I will not be choosing Rowlet, because even though Rowlet is my favorite of the 3 Alola starters, I've already used it way too many times personally, and last time I played Pokemon on this channel for the mainline games in Sun and Moon. And then there's Litten. Admittedly, Litten wasn't really much of a favorite of mine until Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out, and after I used it maybe 2 times in Sun and Moon. And then, well, there's Popplio. So, well, I guess I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I've already used Litten in Sun and Moon as well, so I will not be using Litten. Which means you know what I'm doing. I'm going to be picking Popplio. And I have been adamant in saying this before, that Popplio is my least favorite of the Alola starters. It has a very good type combination when it's fully evolved, being Water Fairy. Sorry to be a spoiler, but I mean, these games are 5+ years old now, and Sun and Moon I played before. You already saw the final evolution of Popplio, but nonetheless, I'm going to be picking Popplio this time, because I want to see if Popplio and its evolutions can change my mind on its species. Popplio works hard and makes some pretty awesome balloons. So, you want to go with the water-type Pokemon Popplio? Yes, it is an alternate take on Alola, so in this alternate universe, I guess Popplio would be my favorite of the 3, so yeah, might as well. And now comes another aspect of this series. So, a long time ago, right after Sword and Shield Versus happened on the Collab channel, in that series I nicknamed my Pokemon. Something I never do when I play these games. Ever. At least up until then. And I ran a poll on Twitter asking if that should be a thing going forward in series of Pokemon that I do. And overwhelmingly, the answer was yes. Now, the reason I do not nickname Pokemon, or I didn't nickname Pokemon in the past, is because I'm not very creative. So I struggled to come up with nicknames to get more attached to these Pokemon. But I think I have a nickname for Popplio. It's a male. I was hoping it would be a female because I wanted to do the Little Mermaid reference. But I still can name it Triton, which is fine. I don't want it to be Titan, although Titan would actually be pretty badass. No, I'm gonna name it Triton, and I want to make sure I spell it right because it has been forever since I've watched The Little Mermaid, so give me just a second. I'm pretty sure it's with an O, but I do want to be on the safe side because if I spell it wrong, I will not live it down. So, Little Mermaid, Triton, yes, okay. I could name him King Triton, but technically, you're not a king yet, mister, so, because you're in your base form, you're not a fully evolved Pokemon. But because you're a male, unfortunately, I really wanted a female to name it Ariel, and plus, let's be honest, its final evolution looks very feminine, so it would have made a lot more sense, but Triton still works too. And Triton has been added to our party. So, you went with Popplio. Woo! What a fine-looking team you two are. Now that you can have Pokemon battles, you're what we call a Pokemon trainer. Here's a Pokeball for Popplio too. It should feel nice and cozy in there. Alright, then let's get going up to Icky Town, James. Woo! Time to meet the Island Kahuna. The Island Kahuna, well, I know technically what they are, but why? trust is. Truth is that partner Poplio of yours is a gift from the Kahuna, not me. So, let's show it off and say a proper thank you, cousin. It may not be the only gift you get. In case you hadn't heard, the Kahunas are all crazy strong Pokemon trainers. Be careful about getting into battle with one. Iki Town is right up here. Get Poplio in that Pokeball I gave you. And away we go right into a mandatory Pokemon battle. You see what I mean with just how floral this game is compared to regular Sun and Moon? Even in the battle backgrounds you can see it's much more floral. Anyway, the battle sequence is a little bit different. I believe the HP bars are a little different compared to Sun and Moon. I might be wrong about that. But what I definitely know is different is the UI on the bottom screen, which contains all of the information that we will need throughout our adventure in terms of fighting Pokemon and trainers, switching between our Pokemon party, our bag to use items, and in the case of wild Pokemon, running from battle. However, because we are very inexperienced with Poplio, Triton here, I have to get used to saying nicknames too, but I'm gonna probably go back and forth between them if I'm being honest. With Triton here, we do need to get a little bit of experience on him, just because, you know, we are just starting out. It would be nice to get a little bit more experience in battle, maybe gain a couple levels, because there might be something coming up that involves that. If you've played Pokemon before, you probably know what I'm getting at. There we go, the wild Rattata fainted, which this is not a regular old Rattata. This isn't your Kanto's Rattata. No, it's a different looking Rattata, the Alolan Rattata, because there are regional variants, starting out with the Alola region in fact, of many different Pokemon. Mostly Gen 1, especially in this game. Actually, it's only Gen 1 in this game, but nonetheless, yeah. Anyway, ooh, I need to breathe.
We can win this just a little bit more. Meow, you scratch.
Alright, well, I'll leave them two to it. Can't do anything up here right now, that's blocked off, but I do love the pattern on it. Anyway, ooh, there's an item over there. I don't know if that's a trainer, we'll see. But for now, that jingle brings me back to the intro of every Sun and Moon episode. The item grab jingle, you are my best friend. We got a potion right there that'll actually heal up our Pokemon. Oh, she actually says it for us. We can use it on our Pokemon when it's low on HP. And it'll be feeling better before we know it. Oh, calm down, lady. It's only 20, HP points. It's not like it's like 80 like a freaking super potion. Hey! Which Pokemon are you gonna choose as your partner? Have you decided? Oh yeah, I'm Hao. I couldn't wait for us to pick our partners together, so I came to find you myself. Oh, whoa! Your Poplio is so cool! Hey, wait! You already picked your Pokemon? Sorry about that, Hal. We had a little accident on the way here, so I ended up letting James choose his partner first without you. Fair enough. I guess it was just fate for you guys to meet. But you can choose one of these two, Hal. Then my partner will be Litten. I choose you. Alola, friend. I've decided ages ago that you're the one I wanted to have an adventure with. We're gonna do so much awesome stuff together. Just you wait and see. Professor, you'll take good care of Rowlet, right? You better believe I will, Hal. Alright then, Rowlet. Everybody, time to get back in your balls now. Wait up. Me and Litten have a favor to ask. Be our opponents in our first ever Pokemon battle together. Sure, why not? Hold on, before you two step right into the ring, let's make sure little Poplio is up to it. Alright, I'm seriously gonna enjoy this. And as you might have guessed, or also if you've played this game or the Sun and Moon games before, this guy is your, I don't want to say rival, but he is your rival. Technically, he's one of your rivals. There's more than one. But this is what I've deemed the friendly rival, Hal. Hal is an interesting fellow. But anyway, depending on the starter you choose, he will have the one that is weakest to you, because that's what these friendly rivals do. They end up picking the weaker Pokemon to your starter. So because I picked Poplio, he's going to have Litten. And I mean, it would have made more sense if I picked Litten, because then he'd have Rowlet, and he had a Rowlet, or rather a Decidueye in the anime, but, you know, alternate take. Poplio's my favorite in this universe, I guess. So anyway, Triton took out Litten, and Triton grew to level 6. Awesome, only in our second Pokemon battle. Ooh, we actually get a peek at our stats here, so not very speedy. We do have very high special attack, so that is good. I'll have to check out my summary a little bit later just to actually see what nature I got. Our first defeat. Sorry, Litten. Whoa, that was awesome, James. You and Poplio were both so cool. You gotta have the kind of battles where everyone has fun. You and your partner Pokemon too, you know? Right on. James? Oh, I keep reverting back to the Sun and Moon voice. It's so hard, but after hearing him in the anime, it's just so weird. I default to the anime voice now. You and Hal both brought out the best in your partners and pulled off spectacular moves. Yeah. Iki Town is right up those stairs. Come on, James. You should totally check out Iki Town. And we will be checking out Iki Town next time on Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. We had a very eventful day. We finally moved to the Alola region. We encountered some wild Pokemon, including the one that ended up leading us to our starter, Triton. And then we had our very first Pokemon battle with a trainer against our friendly rival, Hal. Before we end things off, though, I do want to actually check out Triton's nature, just to see what we're working with here. And it looks like we do have a very beneficial nature, Quiet, so we do have high special attack, lowered speed. The final evolution of Poplio Primarina isn't a very speedy Pokemon in general. Actually, all of the Alola starters have very crappy speed IVs. But yeah, that's actually perfectly fine. I honestly probably would have preferred a minus attack nature instead, just to be a little speedier. But this very much works. I'm down with having a positive special attacking nature, because water types are special attackers most of the time, after all. And on that note, that is going to do it for this episode now of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. So, thank you for watching, and until next time, I will catch you later.